Yo, facts. I'm not telling you that.
This could be used against me in a court of law.
Yo, facts. No. Ask a different question.
But I would say maybe...
No, shut up, Mima. Don't say nothing. We'll get caught. Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
Your girl, Mima.
And your boy, Joe.
Hey, special guest on the pod today.
We substituted one Joe for, Joe for another Joe.
For one Joe.
Yeah, now we got one Joe.
For half a Joe.
Facts.
Little Joe. So,
man.
Let's get right into it. Who else is getting sued for $50 million for fucking with an OnlyFans chick that was sending some weird text messages?
Who else is falling for the fucking money grab trap?
Well,
but from what I read, they have had over 100 encounters.
Oh no, this has been going on for over 2 years now.
So, and I don't know if you heard the actual audio of it's so the audio is so dumb. I'm like, is this what got the lawyer to take her case? Like,
well, no, that lawyer is the one that he's the one that went after Jay-Z with the whole Jane Doe thing, and then was exposed as a whole fucking
recently
falsified story.
Yeah.
With
Is that the reason why Shannon actually put the video up too?
Yeah, to defend himself. But the audio part is, first of all, it sounds cut. It sounds edited. It sounds like a soundboard. Mm-hmm. It sounds like she's like, well, I don't want to go. Well, you got to go. Yeah, but I don't want to get choked. I might choke you over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like staticky. You could hear a click in between some of the sounds. It just sounds weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because they also do role play. So who's to say this wasn't one of their times where they were role playing?
According to the text message that was said between them with the audio, that's probably what he's into.
Yeah.
You know
yeah. 100%. From what came out, it was like some BDSM type bondage shit. So they was, it was supposedly coming from her request. Like she was asking for this.
Well,
everything was from her request, and Shannon just went along.
The whole thing with that though is like, I'm 37. I'm not fucking with no one that's under 25 years old. Not even 25. 10 years is like, what are you really talking about?
Yeah.
Right? This man is 52, I think.
57.
Wait, what?
No way.
Yeah. 57? Shannon Sharpe is 57.
Listen, I'm not trying to age shame nobody.
She's 19 or 20. Man. He
met her at 19.
He could be her grandfather.
Yeah.
Like, he's the dirty uncle of the family.
That's crazy.
No, but it's true, though.
It's true, though.
This man just got on here talking shit. That's wild. He's 56.
No.
So he got on here lying and talking shit. Wow, you try to add an age.
I understand dating younger, but there comes a certain
19?
point. Like, exactly my point.
Think about it. He was 37. She wasn't born.
It's weird. Like, it's really weird.
How you're 30 now?
Uh-huh.
How young are you?
All right. So
What's the youngest you will go?
Probably 27. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm 30.
A little bingay on your knee.
It's gonna be stuck. I'm not gonna be able to move from here.
Yo, fact.
Put some WD-40 on it.
I wouldn't date younger than like 33.
Yeah, you're growing up.
Yeah.
You like older niggas though.
I'm sorry. I just feel like.
But isn't that natural for women though?
I feel like men. Yes, I feel like men emotionally mature like later in life. So
yeah,
I like to go
after 30 for sure.
I like to go after the I like to come into play later in life. So.
So I don't want to. So here's the thing, right? It sucks, like when you say like, "Oh, it's a money grab," blah blah. Because obviously we don't know everything. Mm-hmm. Like, because here's the thing, though, you can like role playing and still be essayed or assaulted. You can,
100%.
Because there might be a day where you might want to get choked, and then on a Friday night you might want to get choked. On a Saturday morning you might be like, "Yo, get the fuck off me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to somewhere where the girl's like, "Yeah, whatever." She's in the mood, and then halfway through it, she's not in the mood no more. And now it's like, "All right, we gotta stop."
Okay, but that's
if you continue going.
But I don't think that's considered assault if you guys both consented to try it.
Yeah, if it's consensual.
And then she's like, "Oh, actually, I don't like this." That's not assault. You
no, I'm saying, but if you continue,
if you continue to strangle the bitch while she's telling you, "Stop fucking choking me, nigga."
No way, I'm about to come. Hold on.
Right, like that. Now,
wait, let me do it a little longer.
Now you're
please.
crossing the line, and now that becomes assault 100%.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally telling you, no, get off me, and you're not listening to me. Like, you're clearly doing what the fuck you want to do.
Which is, like, guys don't understand that, like, that's, like, people think, like, oh, that's my wife. It's impossible for me to rape her. It's whatever. No, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
like, that's possible.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That can happen.
100%.
Don't look at me like that. I'm just saying that.
It's just the way you said absolutely.
No, but that can happen. It can.
It's just, I don't know. Like, that absolutely was kind of like.
But
no, because it's true.
No, it's true. Look, the husband can actually make his wife drink and, get her fucked up a little bit. And then you just fuck her with no consent. And that's kind of fucked up. But hey, it can happen.
Yeah, it
can happen. Some guys have those different kind of kinks, you know?
Yeah. Also, sometimes you just feel like you're entitled to sex, but you're not. Like, you're not entitled to shit, bro. You don't. Just because this person is your spouse doesn't mean you own that fucking person.
But going back to Shannon, right?
We're still on Shannon.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like, there are videos though that he tells on himself a lot.
Yeah, because he's a freaky ass. Yeah. He's a freaky motherfucker.
It's like when he went on live and recorded himself having sex, but then he says, "Oh, I don't know how I went on live." But how you not know you went on live?
Yeah. He just wanted to show people he still got it.
And he's definitely a man with like weird ass kinks.
I don't know, cause she said, "Put that baby gravy in me." She said,
and then you could do whatever you want to me.
Yeah, she said, "I want you to put that big black baby in me. Put a big black baby in me." That's
crazy.
No, that's a little crazy.
That's crazy.
And people are gonna eat his ass up too because why?
No, she was eating his ass.
Damn.
She was.
That's not.
She wasn't. Yeah, yo, those text messages all out there.
But that's
it's always the old school grown folks like to get the ass.
That's not what I meant to say.
You want to let somebody eat your ass?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't.
Listen, what I meant to
I'm not even gonna ask Mima.
Actually, I don't care for that as a girl, and I would never eat a man's ass. Never in my life. Never in my fucking life. Not even if it's Jesus Christ who asked me to do it.
Not if then he gives you a couple drinks.
Not if I get Bill Cosby.
Hold on. You said not even.
That's crazy.
You said not even if Jesus Christ. Yo, there's a Mexican dude out there right now named Jesus Christ.
Not even if Jesus Christ comes down and tells me to do it. Like, I'm sorry. No.
What if you got everything you ever wanted?
Juan, I'm not eating ass, period. I will be with nothing before I stick my tongue between a nigga's cheeks. Like, you got me fucked up.
Yo, Jason, I tried, bro. I tried, my nigga. I tried, bro.
Listen,
I'll send you the $100 right now, man.
I'm very
probably watching this, eating this popcorn like
I'm very straight up. I told that man from day one, nope. If you into that shit, I'm sorry.
Yo, I saw this TikTok, right? And I'm gonna play it for you real quick. So you can. This shit, I was like, yo, people just be bugging. Listen to this.
Completely changed as a person, and I realized that God loves me, that God has a purpose and plan for my life, that God chose me, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Yeah. So he would call me out my name, it wouldn't bother me because I allowed God's voice to be louder than his. And when I was going through transition of him not coming home on the weekends, not being there, telling me I hate you, I'll never love you, I wish I never married you. Right. I knew that life and death is in the power of the tongue through the word of God. So I would say, you will love me one day. We will have a good marriage one day. And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go be his side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night. And these are all things I was graced to do. I would not.
She was graced to do.
Yo. Right, so
that man is the devil.
Yeah, but God's voice is loud. No, but God's voice is louder, right?
But the devil makes you think you're following God, but you're not.
She used to iron his shirts
to send him out, so he wasn't wrinkly with the next bitch.
To the side chick.
That's some dumb bitch shit.
That's like you leaving the house, and Jason's like, "Oh, hold on, babe. Here, put some lip gloss on. Your lips are a little dry. Don't want him to get his dick chapped."
That's crazy.
Go see your side nigga.
No, I'm good. No.
Yo, I watched the video, right, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
That's crazy. The fact that she said I was graced to do this, like,
that's a mental illness problem, though. Like, that's crazy.
Right. Or he was the fucking devil. He had the devil's dick. One of them. Like, that's some next level crazy shit to say my man was out here cheating.
Oh, he just paying her.
And telling me that he hated me, but I was telling him, but one day you'll love me.
One day you'll love me.
That sounds crazy.
It does. It sounds absolutely nuts.
Like, one, she needs to love herself.
It sounds insane.
Like, that woman needs to love herself and actually go find God.
It sounds insane. That shit sounds crazy as hell. I was like, nah, bro.
She looked like she found God in the wrong place.
She found the devil.
Hey, let me iron your clothes and go out, fuck another bitch.
That I used to iron his shirts so that he could go visit his side chick.
Unless they were in an open marriage, and
that's the.
But that's not how she just made it seem. So
he became a pastor.
Or she has a kink where she likes to sloppy seconds.
So I mean, did she foresee his future, and that's why she stuck around? Is that what she's saying?
Nah, bro.
She's saying like I had to endure this because God showed me what life would be like with him in the future. So you said
her man became a pastor?
Yes, the man who was out cheating and had his
she was allowing. No, she was allowing for him to cheat because she was
all this to be a pastor's wife. That's crazy.
Wait, so he was a cheating pastor, or he became a pastor later in life? That I'm not sure about. Okay.
Because I just saw I wasn't gonna watch the whole interview. After I saw that, I was like,
you know what just clicked for me? That the lawsuit is $50 million. That's a lot.
But what's crazy is you saw the thing came out that he was getting $100 million deal. All of a sudden now this girl comes out for half of what the deal was supposed to be in a lawsuit, which is what's making people think like, hold on a second.
Maybe it is.
You've been at this for 2 years. You guys kink play and the text messages all over the place, and Shannon Sharpe said release the whole 10-minute video instead of the 30 seconds that you're about to release, because in the 30 seconds he might be like roughing her up or something, but in the whole video it might be one of them. You guys
saw the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Which video?
The sex tape.
No,
I don't think it's released.
Yeah, supposedly his team saw it, but DK, he hasn't even seen it.
Because he said if he had it, he'll just release it himself.
But also there was also like somebody had sued him a few years ago too.
Yeah, some lady in New York.
Ex-girlfriend
from New York.
of 10 years.
Yeah. And she said
she only dropped it because he intimidated her into dropping it. Deacon.
I mean, it happens. Also, a lot of times, like people will say, like, "Oh, if he was innocent, he wouldn't have offered the $10 million." You got to understand something. When you are at that level of celebrity, anything negatively public, is going to ruin things for you.
And it's going to stick with you forever.
Exactly.
That's why I look at Jonathan Majors. I'm sure he wish he would have found a way to settle outside of court, but...
Exactly. So now that shit's in the public eye. What's his name? Drewski. Even with him, like his lawyer had to release his bank statement.
Oh, because they said
90.
That he
what was it? 91 cents.
Yeah, he was partying with. Like,
he was
Diddy
broke. He was living in. He was in Georgia at the time.
Yeah.
He was never in Cali during that whole thing.
Right.
He wasn't the Drewski that he is now.
Right.
So all of that stuff was released, and it was like, yo, you lying.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker this lawyer just wants to keep going after.
He wants publicity.
Black male celebrities.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Did you see the...
I also hate that women who falsely accuse men of anything, like, that shit is really fucked up.
So we're not
my baby mom.
That what?
My baby mom.
We're not which one of the three?
Three.
It ain't three.
I was about to say.
It's two. The nigga, you made me lose my fucking train of thought, bro. What the fuck was I saying? anyway, we're not saying that she's falsely accusing, because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, we know the truth.
Yeah.
Like, we don't. But there are
in
times...
In general, women who accuse, period.
Yes. It takes away from the real victims.
100%.
And something should be done about the ones that accuse you falsely.
Real victims have to fight twice as fucking hard.
Or they don't come out and say anything.
People, right.
Yeah, because then you get... obviously, like us, we're sitting here and we're like, oh, she wanted it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not necessarily, what we're seeing so far, that's what it looks like.
Right.
We don't know the rest of it, right? But obviously, things get released little by little. Like, by the time this video comes out, maybe something else came out.
Right.
So if it does, just... say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a asterisk next to what we said.
Right.
But they always manipulate that stuff in the media as well, though.
Right. It's hard to know 100% the truth of everything, because...
Speaking of the truth of everything, did you see that the accuser of Epstein and Prince Andrews
is dead by suicide?
By suicide? Yo.
After she tweeted that she's not suicidal and spoke to her therapist and said if anything happened to her, to look for the lookout, because the evil people wanted her.
But people do that all the... Like, Epstein didn't fucking kill himself.
Right.
He didn't. Like, we're not
silenced him.
Absolutely. They don't want that list.
Right.
And supposedly that list, that thing's been... No, they just don't want... They never wanted the truth to come out about that whole situation.
Right.
Because why wasn't Shorty's trial public? Ghislaine.
Yeah.
How come her, you know what I'm saying? Like, her trial wasn't public. They kept that shit in the wraps. Now you got accusers getting killed on suicide. She got hit by a bus. She was in a car accident. Yeah. Previous to that. Prior to that. And now all of a sudden is, suicide.
That's
so
crazy.
Rest in peace to her, and condolences to her loved ones.
They probably hired a fucking assassin, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Crazy. Probably have hired a hitman just to
100%
get rid of her.
Yeah.
But that's what they usually do. Just to quiet somebody down.
John Wick would not take a job like this.
Who?
John Wick.
Oh, John Wick.
I have a question. This is what do you think makes you or makes a girl's girl exactly that? Like, because we hear that a lot, right? Like, oh, she's not a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a girl's girl is like supporting, uplifting, encouraging, not being in not comparing yourself to other girls, not being in competition with them. Like, there's no I don't know. It's like with females, there's always like this silent competition, but with real girls, it's like, I'm not in competition with you. I want you to win too. And that doesn't mean I'm not, like, you still hold them accountable. It doesn't make you, like, you could still tell your girl, like, yo, you're fucking wildin', or
no, of course,
you're a whore, or whatever the case is. Like,
you're a whore is wild. So if you are a girl, if you as a woman, right, mess with someone else's husband, would that qualify you to be a girl's girl?
Technically, no. I don't think so. Technically, you're hurting a woman indirectly.
Because if you know,
respectfully,
right?
The nigga's gonna cheat better with a woman than a man. Like,
no, but I'm saying, but if you know, then I feel like it's whatever. Like, if you know, it's fucked up, right? If you're saying like you're a feminist and you're a girl's girl and power to the women, then you shouldn't be messing with anybody's husband, right? If you don't know and it comes out that that's the situation, obviously that's different. You know what I mean? Like, obviously the motherfucker lied to you. He has a whole another family.
Yeah, he was living a double life.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like hypocrisy, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that," and then not live what they're
preaching.
Yeah, there was a couple videos floating around online of like, actually, my wife experienced this at the gym not that long ago with, this girl tried to use her pretty privilege to get a machine. So she went to the guy, knowing damn well that my wife and some other girl were waiting. To try and get him to hold the machine for her on some like, look at me.
Yeah. Not
a girl's girl.
Yeah.
To me, to me, these other women are waiting for that, and you're trying to.
I get what he's saying though.
Manipulate the situation. It's like yeah. Like
if it was a different type of girl, the girl will let the two girls go on the machine before she does.
Yeah.
You were there first.
Yeah, I just feel like that's
There's no etiquette. There's no gym. That's not having etiquette regardless, right? But I'm just using it as an example because it was just in between women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like for guys, I don't think there's there's bro code, right? But that's like for like guys that like niggas that you cool with.
like friends.
Like we don't have
not
exactly
like not like acquaintances.
Yeah, because you girls consider me a girls guy, guys. What is it? Don't say girls girl because that's don't make sense.
I don't know.
It's a girls guy, right?
I guess.
I mean, a lot of niggas probably think I'm just pandering.
What's a guy?
When I when I go for the side of the woman.
Oh yeah.
Being that I don't have anyone to impress.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bag
shorties anymore.
Like, I don't understand. To me, it's just
faking
the fairness. Like it's just a fairness. Like obviously, y'all already have all this shit that y'all got to go through, regardless. And for us, is like. I don't know. I don't really be worrying about too much shit as a man. I just don't. Like I go in the parking lot at night. I don't worry about if there's a dude hiding behind a car.
Yeah.
To try and come and rape me.
Facts.
Like I don't worry. I don't even like.
I just told like.
It's crazy because more women have to be more observant and more cautious in what they do and where they go.
Yeah, of course, their surroundings. Like you can't park.
Us guys, we don't really care.
Men get mugged, but more than likely a woman is.
We get mugged if we look like a bitch.
Yeah. No, not even.
Bro, if you look like a bitch and they think that you're easy to get robbed, then yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you a neighborhood. I'm gonna give you a neighborhood to go to, and I'm gonna give you my chain, right? I'm gonna give you my chain, and I'm gonna send you to this neighborhood, and you're gonna get you're a bitch. You look like a bitch then, right?
I feel like
because I'm gonna send you. You're gonna get robbed.
No, but like if you're in the hood and everything.
To what you're saying, because I feel like robbers themselves will say, they're looking for an easier victim.
No, you do look for an easier victim.
Yeah.
You do look for an easier target. Yeah. When you have a gun in your hand, any target's going to be easy, especially from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got you even got a bitch that has a gun and be like, that nigga's big. I'm not gonna go to him. Like
yeah, but you could rob John Jones with a gun. From a distance, don't get close, cause I ain't gonna beat your ass. But from a distance, hey, yo, like if you got a gun, you're getting.
If he gives up his stuff, if not, you gotta prove it. Like
yes, and
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that got guns,
they're gonna
they only shoot out of being scared. They don't shoot like, oh, give me your shit, pop, pop, pop. You know, they get.
It's like there's a struggle, baby.
My shit go ratata.
There's a struggle, and then somebody gets shot.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, because out of like them being scared, they're gonna shoot and then they'll leave. Or they'll probably
but women have to worry about more than just that. Yeah. Like me and you, right?
That's what I'm saying. Women have to be more cautious and more aware.
You get a gun pulled out. You want me to give you my chain? I'm sorry, dog. I'm giving you my chain. Like I'm not about to get shot for a chain.
I'm giving
or
it
a watch
up
or sneakers or my phone or whatever.
Right. I'm giving
if
whatever.
You're walking down the street with me and somebody pulls a gun on me and they're like, yo, give me your brother. Nigga, you going with that person. Like, you are going with them. I'm kidding.
No, I'm giving up my purse. The only thing I'm not giving up is
and it was like that, let me go, pass me my gun. Yeah, you come with me now, too. So, like, now if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Yo, you stupid as hell. But women have to worry about more than that. Like, a woman would have to worry about not just getting mugged, but not getting sexually assaulted as well.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Not only
Which
that,
is where some niggas just don't understand. Like, some men just don't understand that.
You know what I think is so crazy? I feel like 1 in 5 people have been like sexually abused. So you have probably encountered so many people that you don't even know are living with that trauma. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Like they're fucking like it's crazy.
Like I feel like the people that don't like to be touched because they probably have some type of
PTSD.
Due to like a man touching the wrong way or rape at a young age.
If a woman ever flinches, somebody probably swung at her.
Yeah, absolutely.
You used to hump everything when you was younger.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not. There's no shame by that. Listen, I was
this
a kid.
Man
I was boop, blanket, boop, orange, boop. Who knows? Who knows what else I was?
Yo, let me tell you something real quick, right?
Orange. I would take it and just...
Yo, Mima.
Hold on, did it not
I was
burn?
a kid.
No,
I
Mima.
was a
No.
kid.
The orange wasn't peeled.
See, my thing is, I always thought maybe that I was in a room with mom and dad,
No,
and maybe there
I
was,
need to figure out how the orange.
Listen to the story real quick, right? So my mom, we come home with groceries, right? We put the bag down. An orange rolls out the bag. This man chases the orange, hops on top of it, and starts fucking the orange.
While it's on the floor.
While it's on the floor.
And how old was he?
It's 12. It's like that.
Yo,
He was like 5 probably.
I had to be like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, he had to be like
That's
5 years
so
old.
funny.
Bro, the funny thing, my mom used to catch me with like blankets stuffed in my tighty whities, and I'd just be like, just in there.
Bro, there was like that. I'm like, yo, you definitely.
I was a kid though.
My parents definitely had to do some
Kids?
shit while he was in the crib. There's no way around it.
But then also
how are you
like,
humping everything?
back in the day, channel 1421 or whatever was also like a channel for like sex and porn.
Yeah.
Now,
So
my dad called me one time.
Well,
but
maybe he was exposed to sex too early.
That's exactly what I think.
Like you must have had maybe saw it on the TV.
But why you fucking an orange?
Because once you get
Dude,
the
I don't know. I was a
sensation,
5-year-old kid.
Tell me about your childhood.
no, I feel like kids. I learned about that in psychology. They do go through like
A sexual, like
I think they call it like the phallic stage or whatever it is, but they do go through that sexual weirdness.
It must have been intense for me because, shoot.
Or like I said, maybe you were exposed to sexual things too early. Like you stumbled on it on the TV and you were watching that shit at 4 or 5 years old. Like
walked in on mom and dad.
I don't know if I did.
So he's like, I don't remember that shit. Yo, fucking.
he's like, it was so traumatic that my brain just removed it.
He used to do the dolls. Like, remember that doll that Adi had? It was like yay tall. It was like a life-size doll for him. Yeah. There was
Listen,
a lot of...
I'm not judging nobody, okay?
Oh, no, listen. You was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
You literally experiment and it is what it is.
Yo, my friend, right, at work gave me these books, and they're just if questions. Like, random if questions. So I'm going to... It's uncomfortable. Let me see if I could open up to a good page. I'm just going to open to a random page. Oh, here you go. There it is. If you had to name the one thing that most easily makes your mate feel guilty, what would it be?
If I had to name the one thing that makes my partner feel guilty,
Yeah.
me crying.
What about...
Right?
Oh, you don't have a partner. All right. If you could...
That's so messed up.
I'm about my tongue on that a little bit.
If you could completely redecorate any room in your house at someone else's expense, what room would you choose?
Repeat that again?
Mima, you could grab a book. That way you could ask me something too.
Oh, they're all
if.
okay. He's saying if you could renovate a room at somebody else's expense.
No, redecorate a room in your house at someone else's
renovate.
expense. What room would you pick?
My boys.
Okay.
I want to make sure that
I would
they got
pick the most
best room
expensive room. So usually the kitchen or the bathroom. I'm gonna say the kitchen I want is expensive, so definitely the kitchen.
See, now I'm very simple though. I'm
Yeah,
very
me too.
simple.
I just
I'd rather
like nice
have the
things.
boys have like one of the best rooms. You know?
Yeah, but you don't want a nice kitchen.
I would love a nice kitchen.
Exactly. So why not get somebody to pay for
Yeah, kitchen's expensive.
the kitchen
you can
and
make
then
the kids'
you
room
could make
really
the
nice,
kids' room
cheap.
really nice.
Yeah, a lot cheaper than a kitchen.
I don't know. I just think about them first. Then I'm gonna think about myself.
Damn, Mima. He's taking shots.
I didn't even hear him.
He said he thinks about the kids before he thinks about himself.
Yeah, I'm cooking my kids dinner and I
Thank
want to
you.
be
Hold on,
happy.
I'm not taking shots
High
here.
five.
I'm
I
not
want to
taking
be
shots
happy
here.
in my dream kitchen.
I'm not taking shots here. I'm just saying, like I was just.
Nah, you pew pew.
Ooh, I have a good
Nah,
question. I have a good
absolutely
question.
not.
Shut up.
All right, go ahead.
Jodeni, shut up. If you were to choose the most difficult thing about ending a relationship, what would it be? What's the hardest thing about ending a relationship?
Oof, I guess just accepting the fact that you have to talk to the person and
Like, tell them
and dealing with their emotions. Like,
Yeah. It's
you
a hard,
you just
uncomfortable.
don't know how they're gonna react to
Yeah.
that.
Plus, you don't ever want to hurt somebody.
No, you don't.
What was
But
it?
like,
What was the question?
what is the most difficult thing about ending a relationship?
Are you done answering?
Honestly, though, coming from my past, though, too, like, the toughest for me to do was to walk away. Like, I would never want to end a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, just to walk. And I learned from that. But when I did it the first time, yeah, it's the hardest thing to do is just tell the person dealing with their emotions.
Yeah.
You don't know how they're gonna react.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a big ghoster because of that. Like,
because you don't want to deal with the other person's emotions.
It was hard. I just don't want to hurt anybody, and to like have to face the fact that I'm hurting that person was like too much for me to do. I'm like, I'm just gonna ghost them.
You know, a lot of people do that. I did that once before where I was like, oh, I blamed it on myself. Just. Or like some people actually give the other person a reason to want to leave.
Oh, I've been in situations where I was waiting for the person to mess up so that I can
have an excuse.
So that I can have an excuse to leave. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to find this nigga talking to some other bitch. Like, instead of just being like, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Do this anymore.
You know, you're talking about that. Like I'm gonna have to say midsummer last year when I was talking to somebody. Talk about it for like a good month, and she was trying to ghost me, and I had to tell her like,
weren't you married still?
Like,
it's like,
God damn, bro. Separated, bro. Okay, legally married, separated. You try to take shots, huh?
Why are you laughing so hard?
I'm sorry.
This is what it feels like to be the youngest brother.
Coming here. Oh my god.
I'm not.
Can you answer the question?
Oh,
because I actually really like this question. Because ending relationships.
I'm sorry.
Ending
What's
are
the
hard.
question again? I'm sorry.
What's the most difficult thing about ending a relationship?
Coming to terms that it's over. Because. I mean, I guess it depends the length of the relationship, but like that person becomes like, you know, like your good morning and your good night.
Yeah,
and,
not having them in that capacity in your life anymore.
And like you do something or you're excited about something and you want to reach out to that person.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what you were used to.
Getting used to the new norm without them.
Yeah.
I got a good question, actually. If you could eliminate one day from your past so that you had never had to live through it, which day would you erase?
Oof, damn.
I would take back the day that I guess my grandma passing.
Yeah.
That was a really that just started a spiral, like a downward spiral for me. So I would take that back.
Damn. A day?
I mean, she was gonna die eventually, but like, cause you know, old people die. But like,
Mima.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
because
Mima was like,
because I don't want to say like her death, but you know, because people die eventually. That's
no,
what
but
I'm saying.
but that's.
But
that's
I mean, at that time, like,
yeah, like
I was 15. Like it was just.
Wow. See, like this is gonna sound like cliche, but I really wouldn't. I feel like everything that I ever went through just molded me to be who I am today. If you were to take any single day away from my past, good or bad, I'd be a whole different Juan right now. Like I would be a whole different person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I definitely agree. I would still. I feel like.
Like yeah, some stuff is traumatic to the point where like maybe I wouldn't be in therapy if I didn't go through certain shit, obviously. But
I feel like sometimes you need to go through those things also.
But I feel like it changed too. Like you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know like the butterfly effect, but still, I would rather certain other struggles.
Well, yes,
like,
but
if I could pick and choose my struggles, I pick different ones. I like this book.
No, yeah, this book is these books are they're all different too.
Oh, they're all different?
Yeah, they're all different.
Where do you buy these from?
I don't know. My friend gave them to me.
Oh my God, who
let
gave
me borrow
this to
them,
you?
but he doesn't know he's not getting them back. Antonio.
I'm gonna. Wow, where did
Shout
you even
out.
get these from? Thank you, Antonio. You know what's crazy? I opened the book twice and it went to the same page. So I'm gonna pick another question because that's fucking weird. We all have kids here. If you can give your kids one piece of advice about marriage that they would follow, let's just say relationships, what would you say? If there's one thing that you can say about relationships that they would follow. So one rule that they would follow, what would you say about relationships? Well, not rule, but like some advice.
Advice, yeah.
To always listen to your partner and make them feel heard even if they're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, communication is important.
Yeah, but then also like to be able to understand also where they're coming from, because comprehension goes along with communication.
Right. I would say understanding and compassion go a long way. But don't lose yourself either.
That's what's going to be my answer.
Like
my answer was going to be like, keep to your real self. Like, make sure that you don't lose who you are genuinely.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, don't become someone else for something else for someone else.
I'll be like, yo, don't be like me.
Right. Yeah.
No, seriously, because I've lost myself in relationships. And,
yeah. I feel like it's so easy to do that. Like, so yeah, I would say be compassionate, be understanding, but don't lose yourself.
That was a good question.
Right?
That was a really good question.
All right, let's see.
Oh my God, I have a good one. If you were to recall the most humorous thing that has happened to you in bed, what would it be? So the funniest thing that happened to you during a sexual experience, guys.
Yes. What was the question? The funniest encounter like you've ever had?
Yeah, mine was getting my head hit into the ceiling light.
Hey yo, hold on. Wait. Wait.
How did that happen?
Hold on. You got up? Like you was riding and then you stood up?
Like he tried to pick me up, but his ceilings were low. So
I mean, you tall as hell too, though. Man.
Nigga lived in the Yo, he said, I'm gonna fuck the lights out this bitch. Hey, yeah.
No, he fucking picked me up and my fucking head hit that shit and I could not stop laughing, bro. I literally we were both dying laughing.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny as fuck.
That's probably the funniest thing.
What about you, Jolie?
That's happened to me.
Me? The funniest thing? I'm still trying to think. I have a couple, but I think I wouldn't say hilarious though, but the fact that she was in doggy and her head hit the headboard. I didn't pay attention, so when I actually paid attention, like her head was in the headboard, her head was like this, like torcido, como, like her neck was like fucked up, and I felt bad because she was there. She was just like, I was just taking it because I was thinking, I was like, fuck it.
Yo, this man's selfish. This man said, nah, yo, oh, you're.
Not even. It was her fucking neck.
Her neck was like, yeah, because it hit once and I didn't realize her neck was like stuck like in the headboard. I was just like,
yo, I know you've probably experienced this where you had to hold the fart in while you was having sex. That shit sucks.
It took me over a year to fart around my man.
No, I'm talking about while you're having sex.
Yeah.
Oh,
like sometimes
that's another battle.
No, yes, right. So mine was, it was exactly that.
You were holding in the fart?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right. So it was actually after.
It's kind of hard because how would you clench your butt cheeks and still like?
Yes, it was hard, right? So whatever. So then when we was done, I went to the bathroom and I turned on the water. And I was just ripping ass.
And the ducks were quacking in there.
I was like ripping ass, right? I come out, shorty on the bed. She goes, you know I heard that, right? She's like, you thought you was slick of running the water and flushing the toilet.
You was probably mad loud, guys.
It was. Dumb. It had to be loud. I did fart one time during sex. But it was. But that wasn't. Nah, that wasn't funny though.
It depends if it stinks.
Because if it stinks, you're done.
That happened to me one time. Like, you know, she's a
when
missionary.
He pulled it out.
Nah, we're missionary, and she let someone out, and I stopped, and I'm like,
well, now go ahead, continue.
Yeah, we're a missionary.
I'll clip it.
And she farted, and it caught me off guard.
Wait, what? Missionary?
Yeah, missionary.
She could have clenched them cheeks.
My man, it's a queef.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, I smelled that shit.
Oh,
that shit hit.
Damn.
It could have been a piece.
That shit hit, boy.
I'm sure. Like, you're like right there.
That shit
And
hit,
you're like
boy.
No,
creating air. Just
Yeah.
It's like it kind of killed my mood a little bit, so I just finished.
Yeah, that's
like,
just-
I'm not gonna finish after that. I'm sorry.
He's like, I finished, but she did it.
You finished it.
Absolutely.
That's what I was about to say. The fact that you can still finish is crazy.
That is crazy. Bro, but my man's was fucking oranges. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but see, no. But when it comes to women in bed, I make sure they finish first, and then I finish after. Okay.
This man wants me to at him at the bottom of the video. Yo, I'm single, shout out, blah, blah, blah.
Ladies.
You know what I'm saying? And my man's is putting a whole resume together over here.
Nah, that's not what it is, man.
All right, go ahead.
If you had to lose one of your limbs, which one would you sacrifice?
My limbs? Do toes count, or would it have to be the whole foot?
No, that's a limb. Fuck that. It's an extremity.
An extremity is
a limb. It could
Exactly,
be a foot,
fuck
could
it,
be
that's
a
what I'm
whole,
saying.
Your arm. hand.
I'm losing my toe.
I'm gonna say pinky toe.
I'm not going pinky toe.
You need a pinky toe.
I'm going the middle toe. Your feet might look a little funny, but you'll be able to dress up as a Ninja Turtle for Halloween, right? But think about it.
If both are missing from both
No,
sides.
but I feel like if you lose, like a toe, you need your toe. You need your big toe.
You need your big toe. That's what
100%,
actually
yeah.
balances you.
But your pinky too.
Your pinky
like
too.
I feel like both. You know what I'm saying? But the middle one, you'll be alright.
If I'm only losing one pinky, I think I'll be fine. I'm not losing both of them, am I?
Nah, it says.
I'm pretty sure I could balance with one missing pinky.
What about you? Toe?
Me?
A finger?
I don't know. Probably like a finger. I could deal with a finger.
All right, Joe. This one. If you had to give the age of the oldest person you've ever slept with, what would it be?
Damn.
Why you say damn like you slept with a grandpa? Mima's like Shannon Sharpe. Give me my 50 million.
And the age that you were.
So we're gonna say the age you were and the age.
It was years. It was
we
years
did?
ago. They were 38 and I was 24.
Okay.
20 and 31.
You were 20 and they were 31.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1836. I was 18. I'm in DR. Actually, this was during the when we went for the family trip that we stayed at the resort.
Oh, to the resort? Okay.
And we're at the resort. I'm at the pool hall.
Mm-hmm.
There's this German lady. So she thought I worked at the resort. I know, right? Don't get me wrong, I had the sandals on, the shorts, like a wife beater. I wasn't like dressed, so whatever. So then she said something and I spoke in English and she was like, "Oh, you speak English?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm from New York." I lied. But you know what it is though? Like people that live in other countries,
They know New York.
New York, they know New York,
Yeah.
right?
If you be like Maine, where's
Maine.
that?
Yeah, exactly. And then it just went from there. And so before we left, we ended up hooking up.
Just
Yeah.
interesting.
When you go in Dominican and you tell them you're from New York, they think New York is the United States of America.
No, I know. That's, yeah, that ass. Like, the United States is just Nueva York.
Literally.
Vamos pa Nueva York. Like, New York's the only airport ever.
Yeah, right. If you had to secretly dispose of a dead body, how would you do it?
I'm not giving up my secrets.
You the ops, bro? Were you Vlad TV?
I'm not giving up
How
my
would you do it?
secrets in case I gotta use them one
Yo,
day.
facts. I'm not telling you that.
This could be used against me in a court of law.
Yo, facts. No. Ask a different question. You
But
op.
I would say maybe
No, shut up, Mima. Don't say nothing. We'll get caught.
throw them in the ocean with a cinder block or something.
What are the mafia? Mima,
Yeah.
watches too much TV. I'm
Yeah, 100%.
calling Dexter.
That's where I'm sending
calling
them.
Dexter.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that, Dexter.
We're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
chop them up into little pieces.
If you could possess one supernatural ability, what would it be?
Ooh. If I could
I would be I don't know what it's called, but I could basically create anything out of matter. out of thin air, basically.
Ooh, damn.
So like cosmic power.
So you want to be God?
You wanna, yeah.
What would be so? I don't know if you don't watch Invincible,
like you
but
can manipulate energy. You want to manipulate energy to make and create anything.
Eve, she can make a house.
Yeah.
So I would want that.
That's a good power.
And she could fly. So I'm like,
that's a good power.
So I would want to be her 100%.
I think I'll choose like teleportation.
Yeah.
Just teleport myself anywhere. I want to go to a vacation. Just go there.
Just there.
Just there.
I wish I could say the jokes. I wish I could say the jokes.
Say it. Just edit it out.
No.
You know.
Okay.
I think I know what he's going with. Because if I had the chance to teleportate someone, I will.
No, nigga. That's not what I was going with.
Teleport.
Anyway.
Your baby mom somewhere else.
This nigga will teleport himself everywhere else.
You know who Jordani would be? Like Kate from Invincible. Just multiple Jordanis everywhere.
Yo, facts. That wasn't me. That was that one.
Right.
That was that Joe.
If you had to choose the single most valuable thing you ever learned, what would it be?
To always be myself.
I would say to forgive yourself.
I like that one.
Because you're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to do things that you wish you didn't do. And, you know, you've got to forgive yourself and just, you know, you did the best you could with the information that you had.
That's dope.
That doesn't make you a bad person. You just made mistakes along the way.
That's dope.
Damn, I can relate to both.
What about you?
Both, actually. I
can
relate to both. Nah,
yeah.
like, literally.
What answer came to mind for you when you read the question?
Yeah.
Same thing what my brother said, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Just being true to yourself.
Just being truly myself with everyone.
Yeah.
With everyone.
Yeah, it's something that you struggled with.
Yeah.
So that's...
Like, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think that also came with, like, attachment issues as well.
Yeah. Go ahead, Juan.
If you could have the genitals of the opposite sex only smell like one thing, what would it be?
It must be something you want to suck. So like a smell that's like enough. Because think about it, like your face is gonna be down there. You're saying if I could pick one of my partners,
And no, it's all men. It would be all the opposite sex. Like if dick had to smell like something.
All dick smelled like.
Yes, it would have. What would you want it to smell like?
My partner specifically. I'm gonna say maybe like clean linen.
She said downy. She said make that shit smell like. What is it? Yo, you're funny. Clean linen.
Yeah.
If it smells like clean linen, I'm gonna let them put it in.
Listen, I like clean. I like that smell of clean.
If it don't smell like linen, I ain't licking.
Right.
Mima just gonna have a bunch of advertisements. What about you, Jolie?
I don't know. It have to be like something like either something fruity like vanilla.
Oranges. I think it says something fruity. Oranges. Let's just say it's oranges. All right, that's okay. It's oranges, bro. It's oranges.
Nah.
Ew. Nah. Vanilla all the time? That shit gives me a fucking headache.
Yeah, vanilla's crazy.
Like vanilla or something fruity. Like I don't have
for me it has to just be like a scent that is like neutral. So for me like that clean linen is just that natural, you know, I won't get tired of it.
I don't know. Like if I go down a woman and she smells like clean linen, like damn, you smell like my room. Like I don't know, that's weird. Clean linen?
Clean linen, like.
But it's the opposite sex, so why would you be going down on clean linen? The men smell like that.
Well, he's saying it for a woman.
The men and for the woman though. For guys,
yeah. For you, woman. Yes.
But think about it, because you're going down on a woman and she probably got her shirt on and her shirt smells like clean linen, so you're probably smelling that anyway. I don't know. It's personal preference. Juan, what's your answer?
Yeah.
Motor oil. No, I'm kidding.
That's gross.
That is gross. Peaches. Peaches smell good.
Peaches, bro? Out of everything?
And peaches taste good.
Peaches smell good. And peaches taste good. Bro, you don't like condiments. This kid doesn't like...
First of all, hold on.
I guess if something smells like something too, it would be more like taste like that. So maybe
peaches?
Like, yeah, or like pineapple.
Or a mango.
So some pineapples.
Oh, pineapples.
Or pineapples.
Smells good though.
No, but pineapples be bitter sometimes.
Well, it would only smell like it, so it would give you the taste
I guess.
of pineapple without the
Yeah.
actual cutting your fucking tongue up.
Okay, your turn, Mima.
All right. Should I one or two? Should I pick the first question or the second question?
Second.
So yeah, second.
If you could be more ambitious in only one aspect of your life, what would it be? I'm gonna say physically. I wish I was able to be more disciplined when it came to being fit.
Okay, that's fair.
Because
I feel like a lot of people struggle with that though.
it's so, and it's like my mind wants to do it, but when
My body's telling me no.
when the calves are burning and you're like, oh my fucking god, like it's hard to push yourself to keep going. And then I had such a bad experience. Why would I want to go back and do it again? You know, like that's why it's hard for me to go to the gym.
What was the question again?
If you could be more ambitious in only one aspect of your life, what would it be?
Remembering things.
Remembering things. Okay.
Facts.
Being less forgetful.
Facts.
Yeah, because even with these questions, like you asked the question and my head's
I know.
like everywhere, and I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
like I don't even know what the fuck I'm
forgetful
thinking
myself. I'm
Yeah,
very forgetful
same.
myself.
I could be thinking about something in the morning and I'll forget to do it before I leave the door. That
So,
shit pisses me off.
so mi gente, my people, my watchers, our watchers.
All five of you.
Sometimes.
Thank you for your support. We appreciate you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I am going to start a subreddit on Reddit, obviously, so that you guys can ask questions. I'll post some questions. You guys can answer them. And let's try to get some engagement going. We want to hear your stories.
Right.
On there, you could be anonymous. So
We want to bullshit with you. So bullshit with us.
Yes.
Thank you.
and
Or even they could write in some topics that you maybe could hit.
exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys
Anything
have
you want
anything
us
that
to
you
talk
guys want us to talk
about.
about, we're at 89 subscribers now.
Hey.
We're
11 away
11 away from the girls coming in here bald.
officially.
Bald caps, not like
Right.
shaved head.
Not cutting my hair.
Thank you, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you guys. And shout out to our guest, Joe Denny, for coming on here and sharing.
Good times. Good times.
Basic.